Hello, everybody. This is Chris.
And Jen?
And we are going places with Kay. And
I have no idea why we're doing this. He just sprung this on me. I literally was working contently, and he just told me come outside.
Come in the backyard. We got work to do. But
so
anyway.
this is completely. I have no idea.
Ginny has no idea. Yeah. I kind of like to do this to her to be a little bit more spontaneous. I know, it's fun that way. You have to react. You have to be spontaneous. I know that's odd for you. And this little thing is Lily. She has no idea what's going on either. She doesn't care. She doesn't know about YouTube. She just likes laps. But anyway, we are Chris and...
I think we went over this.
Anyway,
I'm Jen. You know
okay.
me.
We are empty nesters, just enjoying our post-child life and pre... Oh, good grief. You're just going to be distracted by everything, aren't you?
Squirrel.
Oh, boy. Here we go. So anyway, we're... post-child but pre-retirement, just enjoying our life, just doing as much stuff as we can while we can. But anyway, like, you, and subscribe. It really helps out. So as Ginny just mentioned, she has no idea what we are doing out here. But anyway, so
it's hot.
It is hot. It's not that hot. I mean, it's a little overcast. But anyway, okay,
Yes,
focus. Okay, focus.
I'm very
so
bazzy right now.
What was our... Yes, you are. You are just... Oh my gosh, you are just phenomenal. But what was our last trip, Ginny? Where did we go?
Vegas.
Big shocker, everybody, right?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much for the third time.
Yeah, in 4 weeks.
And then we have one more.
In 71 days, we'll be back in Vegas with our dear friends, Nick and Kayla. But Ginny, what did we do on our last Vegas trip? And I'm looking for one thing in particular that we've never done before, that we really enjoyed, but it was slightly creepy.
Oh, yeah, the wax museum.
We went to Madam Tussauds Wax Museum. And now...
I didn't... Yeah, go ahead.
I did not do any video in there because I figured it'd be one of those places that said no video. So I didn't do any video, but we both took a really huge amount of still photos. So what this video is going to be, our introduction and our impressions of Madame Tussauds, and then you will see a bunch of photos of us inside of Madame Tussauds posing with, sorry about the airplane noise, posing with the statues. And I want to apologize for whatever reason.
Spider webs.
Or spider webs? I'm sorry. But for whatever reason, I look like this normally. But when I'm in a situation like that, I'm always doing the fingers or oh, look at me. Just acting like a total goofball, which is not who I am. But anyway, so Ginny, what was your impressions of Madame Tussauds?
Well, I was not expecting them to be literally out in the middle of rooms. I mean, literally, if you're not looking where you were going, you would bump into them. I was expecting they would be up against the wall.
Behind a rope.
Behind a rope,
yes.
A nice display, with the information about
yes.
them. I mean, there was information on the wall, near them.
There was.
But I was not expecting them to be right on the middle open. Literally, I almost bumped into a few of them because they're just right there. You think there are people standing
exactly. There. And so basically, they have these wax statues out so you can literally pose with them. Not take pictures of them from a distance. You can literally put your arms around and go, hey, look at me, I'm with whoever.
I wanted to touch them. But I don't think we can touch them. Does it? I really wanted to poke them.
I wouldn't want to touch their faces because they are wax and
put my fingernail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
oops.
It's oops, the head falls off and
I'll
everything.
just kind of smear it back. That'd be fine.
Exactly. It's fine.
Like a cake, You
just kind of get a little makeup out of your purse, touch it up. You're good.
Yeah.
But these.
I really wanted to touch them.
Well, you can. I mean, no. It's no. You don't do that. It's literally like touching a person. But anyway, so some of these now. In every case, these wax figures were exceptionally done. Honestly, like Ginny said, there were times that I would be feeling like I was about to bump into somebody or see somebody cross the room. It was just a wax statue of a celebrity. And it is mildly creepy, but fascinating. And I'll be honest with you, some of those statues are so lifelike that...
it looks like they literally could just... walk off, just start walking away.
You just walk away or talk to you or whatever.
You're just staring at them, looking at them to see if they're going to move.
Right. The ones that really got me, I think, were Post Malone,
Elvis, young Elvis.
Young Elvis. Oh my gosh! As far as I'm concerned, that was Elvis young, and they just froze him in time somehow because it was so exceptional. There are others you could tell were wax figures or a facsimile of who they're that. But man, what a cool experience! So, would you recommend people go to Madame Tussauds in Las Vegas?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was like, what, $60 a person. So I mean, it's
So
you know,
$60 a person. So
I mean,
again,
it's
don't go to
Vegas.
Vegas if
It's
you want
not
cheap. If you want cheap, go somewhere else.
for Vegas. That's
Yeah.
probably not. That's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not.
If you want to do an outing, you
Right.
can stay as long
It
as you
isn't-
want.
Right, and yeah, that was. You could
So-
stay as long as you want, take as many pictures you want. Maybe we'll go back and do a video at some
And
point.
you can add
but-
experiences on,
Yeah, you
depending
can. There's
on.
other things you could do.
But
So
I would recommend. I mean,
yeah.
it's like I said, it's definitely interesting just to
Definitely
kind of like
interesting.
look at the detail and how lifelike they are. But
Yeah.
so no, I mean, we probably, if Nick and Kayla wanted to go, I'd go again.
Yes, yes. I don't know how often they change the displays and change the celebrities, but I don't know. But it was definitely worth seeing, definitely worth doing. Again,
Prince
it's not
was very short.
Who?
Prince.
Prince was, yeah. Prince was not a big dude.
I guess I knew he was short, and that's why he would always wear heels all the time. But
When you're actually
but
standing
like
next to
standing
his
next to his
life
actual,
size,
yeah, I was like,
yeah,
he really was short.
yeah, he was a little dude. But what amazing experience! Slightly creepy, but very fun. And so now what you're going to see is a bunch of photos of Jenny and I taking of the wax figures and with the wax figures. Like I said, I was a little bit goofy, and I'm going to try
grabbed
to.
by the Hulk.
You were grabbed by the Hulk, yes. Jenny did, was grabbed by the Hulk, but you'll see that photo too. But so for now, I'm going to end this. You're going to see a bunch of photos. I'm going to try to get some music in there, but it's probably going to be canned music. I don't know how to do like known music that everybody would like and enjoy and understand. But because I'd love to do music from one of the artists that was there, but I don't want to get this video shut down for copyright infringement, so I'm not going to do that. So for now, this is Chris.
And then Jen.
And this is Madam
Trousseau.
Tussauds.